he still thinks, now I don't know if this is him like holding on to something or he really does believe this. He still thinks that Jarrett Stidham's going to start over Cam Newton.
Yeah, he does.
Now, is there a backstory here where he said prior to the Cam Newton signing, Jarrett Stidham's a starter, 100%. I'm telling you right now, they got rid of Brady, but Stidham's going to be the guy and Bill believes in him, and that's the end of the story. They're not going to sign anybody. And then they sign Cam, and he's still sticking to it because he feels like he needs to stick to it? Or does he actually believe with knowledge of the organization that Jarrett Stidham's going to start?
I don't know. We'd have to talk to him. I mean, he certainly, from the quotes I read, and I don't know what interview he did, but I see Pro Football Talk had it, I think. NBC Sports had it. There were a couple of different places that had it, his quotes and the story. I mean, he believes from what I'm seeing from the people he's hearing from that they believe in this kid and they think that he will win the job and that he'll be better for that team than Cam Newton. I cannot believe that Cam Newton, if healthy, and that's an if. We haven't seen him on the field healthy in a long time. If Cam Newton's healthy, you're going to tell me that size, that arm, just everything that he possesses is not going to be the best quarterback on the field for that team? I find that really hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, Boomer keeps trying to say that about, like, oh, he's got to learn the playbook, and you know how hard that is, and Stidham could still start. And I'm just like, come on. And injury's the only thing. I mean, he's absolutely going to start. I mean, and then Cam talking on that podcast or that YouTube thing with Odell Beckham Jr. when he said, and I told Josh McDaniels, there's some stuff in the playbook that you can call that you never called before. That right there tells me that they're preparing for him to start, because Josh McDaniels isn't going to have some conversation with Cam Newton that detailed about stuff that he can call if he's going to be the backup quarterback. I'm sorry. And
I know the money is what it is, but I'm also not so sure he would have signed there if they told him you're going to have to come in. Now, I'm not saying you just give him the job, but I also would think it was probably a wink, wink, come in, do what you have to do, and you'll be the starter, because otherwise he very well could have. Guys always get hurt. He could have waited for a different opportunity, say, I mean, again, who knows what the preseason will be if there is one, but he could have waited, didn't have to jump at what he jumped at. Instead, he saw what I would think a great franchise, a winning franchise, Super Bowls, and a chance to make a boatload of money going forward and to resurrect his career. I mean, I really find it hard to believe that he's not going to be the best quarterback on that roster.
Yeah, and I like Cam a lot. I've defended him throughout this whole thing, and there's no doubt, though, in my mind that if he is healthy and loses out that starting position to Jarrett Stidham, that he will become a huge pain in the ass. That's one thing I will believe in.
Yeah, but you know what? The money's so inconsequential, they'd cut him.
Yeah, but you hear the way he's talking, it's not really right. They'd cut him. You're absolutely right. If he became a huge pain in the ass.
I think it's only $550 is guaranteed, I think.
Yeah.
600, something like that.
But I'm telling you right now, he would just be a basket case. The way that he's talking, if he loses out on that job, and how confident he is. But I don't believe he is. I think he's going to go out there, he's going to start, and he's going to be great.
And 5 years ago, he was the league MVP, and he was, that's some of the best football I've ever seen. You felt like he took the field, they were winning. Now, they didn't win the Super Bowl, and I know that, but God, was he good that year.
I mean, to me, he essentially willed that team, put that team on his back to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I mean, because I didn't really take the Panthers seriously. They were 15-1 that year, and I didn't take them seriously until like week 12 because I just didn't think they were a good enough team. But the way that he was playing, it didn't matter. I mean, he was that damn good. So that's going to be, when there is, or if there is, football, the most intriguing story to me, even more so than Tom Brady.
And on that note, I saw that the NFL went back to the NFLPA with their proposal. They still want 2 preseason games, and you know what the players, how they feel. That's why I sit here and say on now July 16th, boy, there's a lot of work that has to be done and a lot of negotiating that is still out in the air. That if you're telling me there's going to be preseason football, I'm not even saying games, but a training camp for real with guys in uniform and guys, in full contact. And I feel like for that to happen, we need another 6 weeks.